This is
Okay.
Mirna from Mozambique, Africa,
Hello,
and
Mona.
we have just an hour ago received the news that the virus is officially confirmed first case in our country.
Yes.
So this is obviously um, panic is around everywhere, and I've been following your work and working on myself, being
Good.
aware of my inner reactions and the inner eyes, and looking at myself with this news. I can see the panic around everyone, but in myself,
Yes.
I can sense a need to try and control things and try to control. I think the fear just gives you a sense of trying to control, and I'm aware of it, and I want to know what can one do in this situation. Just be aware of these fearful impulses of trying to control everyone, what they do to stop the spreading, or
Okay. Okay.
what is going to be a positive impact
Yes.
action in this
Yes.
situation.
Yes. Good question. So let's look at it from two different angles together. First, all of us know, or at least have some idea, or we wouldn't be here, that while we may be able to control the momentary manifestation of some unwanted moment, controlling the unwanted moment by avoiding it, manipulating it, trying to change the person or the condition may get us through that moment, but it does nothing to change the fact that we will meet that moment or one just like it again and again and again, because yet to be understood, we cannot separate the moment we don't want from the level of consciousness that fears it. That means that that level of consciousness, as long as it remains in place, will always produce a fear and a panic anytime some condition challenges what it knows itself through and by. That's the first thing to understand, because we needn't ask, if I don't control it, what do I do? Because we can see what's happened with trying to control the panic. Nothing happens
Yes.
other than we get to do it again, only at another level where it's worse. But what if I fear? What if I worry? What if I'm anxious because I see everybody else around me? I want to go load up my truck with toilet paper and paper towels and all the things that I need
Yes.
to survive this crisis. First, I'm not saying don't take practical steps, but don't be greedy. But more importantly, spiritually, I am saying that when we understand that the fear of being overwhelmed by fear has kept us full of fear, then we begin to agree to at least experiment with being overwhelmed. I'm going to say it again, it's that important. When we begin to see that our fear of being overwhelmed by fear or a sense of emptiness is, in fact, the continuation of that fear and emptiness, then we will agree as best we're able, and we will have to stagger through this. I call it fall forward, with agreeing to go into those, how do I say, I'm going to let myself be overwhelmed. I'm not going to step in and save myself. I've done it a billion times. I've never saved myself.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
going to let something else show me that who it is that fears and feels it must be saved is a lie.
Yes.
The feel of fear is real. The why is a lie. And the only way I'll ever discover that is by agreeing as best I can in that moment where I feel overwhelmed to bear as consciously as I can the entire content of myself that is being revealed only because of that crisis. So the crisis is actually a revelation factor. And if I can see that and understand it, I will be released from that false nature accordingly. Second part, to the extent that I'm capable of bearing myself, of seeing myself, to that extent, I gain a health I cannot gain otherwise. You know, they talk about this coronavirus. This virus is nothing compared to the negativity that has consumed humanity and produced the very conditions that we're now fighting with. So we don't want to be a part of either the coronavirus or the negative virus, the virus of fear, the virus of greed and ambition, so that as we can die, if you will, literally, to the self that keeps this virus of fear alive, then we no longer are a carrier. We're not asymptomatic. We're actually free of the virus. And only those who want to be free of the virus can begin to see, you know what? You seem to be okay. What's going on? And then we might share with them what we've learned so that they themselves can begin to be free of the virus of fear and ultimately all of the things that that fear produces. So I hope that helps.